Hi there, it's Kevin with the Rogue Market here with the 2,000 subscriber celebration. That's right, the Rogue Market is now well over 2,000. We're actually closing in on 3,000, growing exponentially day after day. And I want to give a big thank you to the community, to the fans, to the patrons for this awesome milestone. We also hit yesterday the 100,000 views. And look at that too, we're already 110,000 views. So this channel is just taking off. And to celebrate, I am hosting a $2,000 fantasy finance portfolio competition. So you can come check out the entire rules over at roguedeckbuilder.com. It'll be the front page right now. $2,000 fantasy finance portfolio. So this is a chance to win my Kevin's ad revenue. And by what we mean by ad revenue is all the money that I made up to 2,000 subscribers was a whopping $86. So that's pretty much the equivalent of a box of Battle Bonds. I have a box of Battle Bonds set aside for the winner, which is pretty cool because Battle Bond is now out of stock and is starting to approach the 100, 105. So even win my ad revenue plus some with the amount that Battle Bond has gone up in just this short few days since it went out of stock. So anyway, the rules: the competition will require you to create a financial portfolio on Echo MTG. We'll go over that in a second. Each portfolio starting value must be $2,000 or less. You don't actually have to own any of these cards. This is just testing your ability to be a greedy speculator. You are limited to no more than 4 per edition of a card. So you can go as many different versions. They can be foils, they can be masterpiece versions of it, but just 4 per card. I think that will lead to more creativity rather than someone just putting 200 of one card. They have to actually pick through multiple different cards to fulfill this portfolio. To submit, you must export your portfolio as a CSV file. We'll go over that in a second, and send your submissions to the Rogue Master Brewer sub at gmail.com. So you're going to use this submission right here. When you have that CSV file, you also will need to take a screenshot of that it is $2,000 at that time period, because these things fluctuate very, very quickly. I don't want someone to, post something that's already spiked the day after. Say, oh, it was worth 2,000, but Baleful Strix went up, and look at all my Baleful Strix I picked, and now they've doubled. No, so screenshot the CSV with the $2,000, and then we know that's how much it was worth at that time period. Entries are to be submitted by the end of March, but for best results, you should probably get them as soon as possible because it gives your cards the most time to accrue in value. The reason that we're using Echo MTG for this contest, it's a free website and it's pretty easy to use. Like, I try to use Goldship, but it's really the entire thing is under a paywall if you want to get what Echo MTG actually does. I think it limits it to 100 cards, and it's hard to export import CSV files through Goldfish to do this particular competition. So anyway, there's a little tutorial here on how to use Echo MTG. It's just a collection inventory tracking service. Again, I believe that it's free. It's to do what we needed to do. There is some unlocked features. We're not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by Echo MTG. This was something that was just suggested by one of my patrons as a good way, something they use to track their collection. But yeah, so I highly encourage you to come over here to Rogue Deck Builder. Ari has put up a great tutorial on how to use it. Just check out the site real quick of how it works. You can add cards simply by just typing in those cards and then add that button. It will show you a daily increase as well as a 7-day increase right here. So I've just added their default ones here with Inspiring Vantage, Oath of Nissa, Eldritch Displacer, Panharmonicon, and Beaumont Courier. It shows their 7-day gain, their value they are today. It does use TCG Mid. I believe this might be a market price here. I'm not sure exactly what it uses, but all things are created equal if we all use the same source. So if we're using Echo MTG, everything will be on an even playing field, and I'm sure it will even out the differences of whatever metric this is using to get these prices. So anyway, that is all we have going for us. Kind of a short video today, but this is a fun competition. Like I said on Twitter, put your greedy money put your fantasy money where your mouth is. You don't have to own any of these cards. You don't have to invest. You don't have to do anything except this is kind of what you did, at least if you had ever an econ class in high school, picking some stocks and seeing how well they do at the end of the year. At least we did that when I was growing up. This is a fun little way to challenge yourself and see how good you are at picking these cards. So go over here to Echo MTG, then submit that to the Rogue Master Brewer sub at gmail.com. And on June 1st, we will crown the winner, which will be sent a Battle Bond booster back. Happy speculating.